welcome to the City Show. Technically, we're going to call it the Summer City Show. We're in our summer mode. I got my character shirt on, the Flash. I look like a fat Sheldon. I have a bunch of these superhero shirts. For that matter, I just seen Thor, Love and Thunder. It was a good movie. Was it the best? Was it Infinity Wars, Iron Man, Captain America First Avenger? No. But it was certainly better than the last Batman or Jurassic Park, that's for sure. You won't look at your watch at Thor, Love and Thunder. The City Show, like I said, we're in our summer hiatus in the studio. So what I'm doing, I'm merging the City Show with the Tom's River Show. And we'll do a few of these throughout the summer until we get ourselves going with the Shore Show. So the Summer City Show, this will be called. What we're going to do, we'll start filming on the boardwalk again in Seaside Heights. And we're also going to do a car show. Working title is the Shore Show Car Show. But more than likely it will become the Seaside Heights Car Show, which we hope to film down here on Bay Boulevard. And we'll have the antique classic cars there. Some tips, detailing guys, auto parts stores, DIY, people, who work on their own cars. Plus, you're seeing all the cars. We'll do segments on each one of the cars. And hopefully, we'll do a few of these this year. If it works out, we'll probably come out with a whole full schedule of it for next year. Like I said, the studio's on hiatus. What do we do during hiatus? Well, we start figuring out what shows are going to go forward into the next season. We start tweaking those shows. John Highness, his Hudson County View Live, we're going to change the background on that a little bit, probably change the open a little bit. The same thing with the City Show. We'll do some tweaking here and there. We do our summer programming down at Seaside Heights. We're at the studio here in Seaside today. And we work on special projects. There's a project that I started prior to COVID concerning the former mayor of Jersey City, Glenn D. Cunningham. Hopefully I can finish that this year and see where we go. One of the problems we have in the studio is you can hardly hear it, but the air conditioners, when we run them in the summer, you pick it up on the audio. And that's why we go into summer hiatus. And we do what we need to do. We get things working, tweaked, get ready for the next season. Our topics today's show: craft beer brewers versus bars and restaurants. You've probably heard some of this on the news and in the TV and on NJ.com. A NJ natural gas down in Ocean County, where this studio is, overbilling and comparing it with PSE&G, motor vehicles nonsense at the agencies, and moving out of Hudson County. Quite a few people are. You're watching the Summer City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Hi, I'm Elisa Cintron with some good news. The North Bergen Pool Complex is open. Let's go check it out. New Jersey's best pool complex, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. with pools for every age. With a main pool, a lap pool, a kiddie pool, and a splash pool. The pool complex also has concession stands with tables and benches and lots of shaded areas, with basketball and volleyball courts, changing room with lockers, and lots of fun. North Bergen pool memberships starting at $165 for the season, $95 for seniors. For more pool information, scan this QR code with your phone. I'm Elisa Cintron, and I'll see you in the pool.
We're back. Summer City Show. Like I said, merged the City Show into the Tom's River Show. I did remember to take the Indian head down this time. Got my ever-present cup of coffee and a pen that I'm not clicking. They don't give me clicking pens anymore. Just give me the Bics. Craft brewers versus bars and restaurants. Craft brewers rules and regulations were established back in, I think, 2012. I'm sounding like Biden here. It was going like a decade, 100 years before. They were relaxed during the height of the COVID pandemic, as most rules and regulations were. You know, we didn't eat out in the streets before COVID. Now you eat out in the street. I have never personally, I don't want to sit in a shed at a curb on Central Avenue and have dinner. But the municipalities and the state did everything they could to help business. So they relaxed, turned a blind eye, didn't enforce, whatever you want to call it, many of the rules and regulations to help the businesses, stay alive. Not a lot of them did. We lost over a third of the businesses. Some of them are still on shaky ground. And now, hopefully, we're out of the COVID cloud, even though our numbers keep ticking upward again. And it's even scarier because a lot of people are testing at home and they ain't reporting that they're positive. So whatever it was saying as the number is probably double because nobody who's at home testing is turning themselves in. What the craft brewers would like is that they keep the pandemic rules and regulations lenient, relaxed, unenforced, whatever you want to call it. They want to keep them in place. The problem is these craft breweries literally began competing with bars and restaurants. I know they're not going to say they are, but it's different. It was different during the pandemic. We have a craft brewer in where my North Bergen studio is. It's been there for years. The Silvermans used to own it, and it's still there today. It merged up with another craft brewer. I think it's 902. It's located in Jersey City. Before the pandemic, if you wanted to have drinks in there, you had to take like a whole tour, and they had to give you you wanted a mug of beer, you had to take the house tour, see how they brew it all. That was kind of relaxed. And they were allowed to do pretty much what they wanted to close the streets. They were serving beer out on the street. It was very relaxed during the pandemic. They would like to continue to operate that way, but the problem is, you're almost opening a bar, particularly a bar or restaurant with a liquor license. It'd be nice if you can just open it without that pesky $500,000, $600,000 liquor license that's required. To allow the craft breweries to operate the way they are now permanently would devalue the liquor licenses tremendously. All you need to look at is a taxi medallion, a yellow cab. They pay good money to those municipalities for those medallions. Hundreds of thousands of dollars for those medallions in some cases. They were completely devalued when Uber came in because everybody, ooh, Uber, let's do Uber. This is great. This is great. You remember the cries from New York City? Their taxi guys were committing suicide. You had the problems in Hoboken. The same thing will happen to those liquor licenses, where people's life's work and life savings went in to buy that license. Sacrifices were made. They got a license that's worth $600,000 that there, that's their nest egg, that's their retirement. They're going to pass it down maybe to their kids. You can't allow them to be devalued. And like I said, just look at what happened to a taxi medallion when we allowed the Ubers of the world to come in. Completely devalued them. Towns make big money on liquor licenses. Right now, Tom's River, the census, it predicates how many liquor licenses you can have in a city. And the population in Tom's River grew enough that they can issue 3 new liquor licenses. So they're going to have an auction for those 3 liquor licenses. It'll probably, get about 1.5 million maybe to the township's coffers. That's not bad. When the craft brewers went into business, they knew what the rules were. Any of them that went into business prior to the pandemic knew what the rules were. But, we started playing fast and loose with the rules and regulations and trying to help businesses stay afloat. Now, in 2019, we changed those rules. We codified them, basically. But then COVID came, so they laid off a little bit. I can appreciate anybody in business. Believe me, I understand it well. But you can't hurt the bars and the restaurants that have those liquor licenses just for the sake of a craft brewer. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Summer City Show. I'll be right back.
I've got cancer. We've got the highest level of cancer care,
the latest clinical trials,
researchers working to find a cure,
and nurse navigators to guide you every step of the way.
At New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center, your safety has always been our top priority.
I've got cancer, but I also have peace of mind.
Jersey City Medical Center and Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Let's beat cancer together.
We're back. Summer City Show here. Pat O Melia there. Remember, everything on the bottom of the screen. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Vimeo and Livestream, our base streaming channel. We're renewing our contract with them. Hopefully I'll have the money to pay everything they want. NJ Natural Gas. My studio in Seaside Heights was hit with a bill for $644.70 for alleged gas use that NJ Natural Gas claims wasn't billed for over a year, by the way. From March of 2021 to March of 2022, allegedly because of a defective gas meter. But my gas bill didn't stay the same. There were some months we didn't use any gas because it wasn't cold. And it would stay at $34.85. That was the base price. No matter what you do, that's the base price. By the way, not anymore. In Ocean County, it's $42 for a business. Back in November, we had a problem with the heater. We had to call NJ Natural Gas. They came in and did a repair. A repair that cost about $600 and some odd dollars. We paid for that. When I got this bill, I tried to explain to NJ Natural Gas. I said, well, I know I didn't use any gas prior to Thanksgiving because the heater was out, and you could see it on the bills that I paid you. They figured I used $107.33 over the 6 months where it would be cold, from like October to March. And they just pulled this out of their butt, basically. And they said, you could have came and watched the inspection of that meter. Who the F goes and looks at the inspection of the meter? But I'm not even involved in it. I do nothing with that meter. NJ Natural Gas meter reader guy comes every month. He checks it or puts a little device in there, whatever the hell they read the numbers, whatever they do. And so you're going to tell me for over a year, NJ Natural Gas, there was no reading. So there was no hint there? Of course there was. In all the statements they gave, I think it was only like 4 or 5 months where it was the base rate, no matter what you do rate. They figured that I had to spend at least $107 a month. We didn't use a lot of heat because this studio isn't a full-time studio. We're here maybe twice a week, not like in North Bergen where we're there twice a week. Plus, North Bergen, the studio, is like 5 times the size of this place. Square footage and height-wise, Here it's like maybe a 12-foot ceiling. North Bergen, they're like 30-foot ceilings up there. It takes a lot to heat the North Bergen studio. It is a huge studio, 3,000 some odd square feet. It's big, and it's high. The most I ever paid, PSE&G, and you're going to see the bills. John's going to put them up. I got them in my briefcase, and I'll give them to John. John will put them up there. The most I ever paid in North Bergen was $85.84, and that was for the December 2021 bill. And I paid that on January the 11th of 2022. Like I said, North Bergen Studio is 5 times the size of the studio I'm in right now, and way higher. There's no way in hell this studio used $107.33 worth of fuel, gas, unless it's way overcharged. So I started looking at things. Ocean County needs to get away from NJ Natural Gas, especially from a business standpoint. But here's a great example as to why. NJ Natural Gas, John's putting it up on the screen now, it's base charge. Without doing anything, you haven't used any gas, it's costing you $42 a month. That's what it costs me here in the studio. And that's a commercial rate. That's beat up all the businesses as much as we can because NJ Natural Gas looks at Ocean County as, well, it's only in business here 4 or 5 months a year, then the shore closes. And there's no business down here. So we got to overcharge everyone we can. That's the mindset of this place. Without any use, that's what you get charged. And this bill was effective July 6, 2022, $42. My PS&G bill you're looking at right now for July 23rd, that reflects most of June's bill, $19.04. More than double the base rate for NJ Natural Gas as opposed to PS&G. Everybody in Ocean County, it's not percentage-wise, I'm paying more because we're commercial. You're getting robbed by NJ Natural Gas. Ocean County, and I'm talking to the commissioners now of Ocean County, you need to get away from NJ Natural Gas because they are beating their customers over the head. Again, without doing anything, $42 with NJ Natural Gas. My big studio in North Bergen with PS&G, $19.04, more than double. Actually, it's more than 120% increase over what I pay PSE&G. All right, we're going to break the commercial. You're watching the Summer City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center has a passion for heart health. We're Hudson County's only full-service heart hospital with innovative technologies and premier cardiovascular physicians, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. Jersey City Medical Center.
Jersey City Ford, certified parts and service located at Route 440 and Communipaw Ave, is your #1 source for Ford and Lincoln automotive needs. We use certified Ford Motorcraft products to keep your Ford running in top shape. Motorcraft parts are backed with the Ford warranty, which includes a 2-year unlimited mileage guarantee. Our team will have the right Motorcraft part to ensure the best performance from your Ford or Lincoln. You can order in person at the parts counter or online. Let us help keep your Ford or Lincoln in the best shape at Stevens Jersey City Ford.
We're back. You're watching the Summer City Show. I'm Pat O Melia. Now let's move on to other nonsense here. New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission, the agencies in particular. What is really odd is that the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission website works great. It's probably the best website the state has. How they operate the agencies is confounding. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm in Seaside Heights at the kids' house for the weekend on Friday, and I got to do some transferring plates on a car. So I'm going to transfer the plates when I get back to North Bergen. But let me get the forms. I can fill them out over the weekend, have it all set, and I'll go to the North Bergen DMV, or MBC now. So I go to the Toms River Motor Vehicles on Hooper Avenue. Pretty far drive down there. What I need is the card for the plate transfer, what we call the green card, where you list what you pay for it and the sales tax that you're going to pay, and you need the form to transfer the title. Because with any transfer of plates, you're transferring a title, of course. You're putting those plates on a different car, so obviously you got a different title. I knew I was in trouble when I parked in the lot and I see these driving schools and I see the parents with their kids and they're all upset. They can't get the kid past the driver's test. Passed the test at the motor vehicle agency, wherever it was in Toms River, and they go to the agency to get the license now. I can't help you out. Need to make an appointment. Now, in my day, these agencies did everything. In my case, they had one of the 3 forms that I needed. And I'm looking for the other forms. Guys, what do you look for? So, well, I need the title form, the transfer to, the new title, and I need the green card for for the sales tax. Oh, you don't have them here. You have to go to Lakewood. I think it was Lakewood or Lakehurst. I think it was Lakewood. So I just need the forms. So we don't do that here. But I said, you got the form for the transfer and the plates, because we don't do that here. So, well, it would make absolutely no sense to me talking there with 3 of these people instructing me what they don't do. Before, and I'm not even in the motor vehicles. I'm like in the vestibule here. And I got 3 people telling me what they don't do. Now, again, I grew up in the DMV, which is now the Motor Vehicle Commission. For many, many years, I bought, sold, and repaired tractor trailers. So I was at the motor vehicles all the time, particularly the one in Jersey City on Sip and Summit. I would be there twice a week or so, something like that. And I was there so often, I'd always bring donuts for the people that worked there. Dunkin' Donuts, dozen Dunkin' Donuts, which I would pick up on Central Avenue. I would get the Dunkin' Donuts in the big remember plastic Dunkin' Donut bags? I'd put the paperwork in there with the check. Most of the time they knew me. I was there so often. I was like a dealer. They would just basically take the donut bag and go take care of the paperwork. They did all the paperwork, and somewhere during the course of the day, they would give me a call. I remember they would page. Then we got cell phones. They'd give me a call, and I'd just stop by. If I had somebody with me, they would run in, because there was never any parking on Sip and Summit. Go and get the paperwork, get the plates or whatever the hell we were doing, the titles, and off we went. How the state and its infinite wisdom decided to break up what the agencies did, I don't understand. These agencies did titles, registrations, permits, driver's license. I took my CDL test on Sip and Summit Avenue to get my CDL license. It was all done in the agencies. The only thing the agencies didn't do was the driver's test. That you had to go out to, Raw Way or wherever, Roosevelt Stadium in the old days in Jersey City. But they did it all. And that was before we had a lot of the technology we have now. We have more technology, and we're actually taking steps backwards. We're regressing instead of moving forward. Having some motor vehicles, we'll do licenses and titles here, and we won't do it there, makes absolutely no effing sense. But this is the mindset of our state. Any way we can get inconvenience in New Jersey, and the thought is, it'll be more efficient this way. No, it's not. We see that. Those poor kids pass their driver's test. They can't get their license. All they have to do in the old days, you pass your permit, you went to the agency, you got your license. You can't do that. We allow ourselves to be inconvenienced here in New Jersey. Whether it's plastic bags, you got to bring your own plastic bags. All right, you don't like plastic bags? Give me the brown paper bags. Oh, can't do that anymore. Or to a motor vehicle. We're so complicit now with everything. We allow ourselves to get inconvenienced. And this was another example of the dysfunction at the Motor Vehicle Commission. All right, you watching the Summer City Show? I'll be right back. Having a hard time saying that. Be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. We're back. Summer City Show here. Pat O Melia here. We're summertime. Hopefully you're making some plans. I know the fuel is expensive. Everything's expensive. The fuel came down a little bit. It's amazing how people are, whoa, fuel came down. Oh, price of gas didn't really come down. We're still like $2 more a gallon than we were a year or so ago. It's not come down. So don't even try to confuse yourself with that. It's got a long way to go. But hopefully you'll get a chance to hit the shore. It's still probably the best bang for your buck. Come down the Parkway, starting at Sandy Hook all the way down to Wildwood. I'm a Seaside Heights guy, but take some time, take the family somewhere if you're not moving out of Hudson County. NJ 101.5, the radio station, they put out a list from the census and other information they've gathered together. I think they use the forwarding address forms from the post office so people can get their mail in their next location of the top cities in New Jersey where people are moving out. And oddly enough, 7 of the top 10 are in Hudson County, my home county, where many of you in Tom's River, Was your old home county until you all migrated down to TR. Secaucus. 944 people left Secaucus. Kearney. Many people realize Kearney is in Hudson County. Kearney. 1,795 people moved out of Kearney. Hoboken. I could see people move out in Hoboken. I can understand why. Hoboken, 1,985 people picked up and left. Now, they could be going south. They could be moving to Jersey City, wherever it is, but they left Hoboken. Bayonne. I actually sent this information to the various mayors, and some of them were in denial. Bayonne lost 2,344 residents. They left. North Bergen. They lost 2,749 residents. They got up and left. Union City, the land of Brian Stack, 2,874 left. What city in the state of New Jersey and what city was number one in Hudson County for people picking up and leaving? My home city, Jersey City. We lost 8,485 people. Got up and left. And it's kind of odd because we had to do all this redistricting and redrawing our ward maps because of our population explosion here. But this, the census was done in 2020, so this is probably reflecting 2022. Also, before I go into the other information, the rest of the top 10, Newark was number 2, right behind Jersey City, but not in numbers. Jersey City had twice as many people. Newark lost 3,656. Elizabeth was number 7 at 1,909, and Patterson was number 8 with 1,880. 7 of the top 10 cities for people moving out were in Hudson County. Reasons? I'm sure COVID played a role in that. Whether it was, the getting away from COVID, let's get out of Jersey City, let's get out of Hudson County, get out of wherever, and head south where there's less population. A lot of people did that. A lot of people moved to Hudson County from New York City, and this could be reflecting people moving back if you're that insane that you want to move back to New York City. Another reason could be housing affordability. That is getting incredibly expensive. Jersey City and Hoboken probably lead the field. We did a story on the City Show recently where Jersey City, the average one-bedroom apartment in Jersey City rents for $3,450 a month, I think it was. One bedroom, $3,450 a month. That's in Jersey City. Hoboken was right there with us. There is no, and it's only going to get worse unless Mayor Fuller puts his foot in the dirt and says, we're going to stop this with the Jersey City Board of Education. For that matter, the superintendent just got a 32% raise. And run amok there at the Jersey City Board of Ed. The reason you got that tax bill, that increase in your tax bill. Another thing is the lack of blue-collar work. There just aren't jobs anymore for the blue-collars. They're going to have to move out of here. You just can't find the work. In Jersey City, where whatever was an industrial site we built condominiums on, and the overall cost of everything up here is just expensive, from car insurance to home insurance to property taxes, energy. Everything is expensive. All right, that's it for the Summer City Show. Enjoy your summer. Try to get out and do something. I'll talk to you later. Good night.